Hello everybody! You haven't seen anything from me in a while, but today I've returned to show you something truly special. Now, I'm at my grandparents' place right now, because what I'm about to show you would not have fit into my Lego room at all. But without further ado, I'm very privileged to be able to show you this. This beautiful set. This is set number 6399, the Airport Shuttle Monorail from Lego Town, released in the year 1990. So this set will be 30 years old in just a few days, and I'll take you over to my table, which you can't see right now, but we'll take a closer look at this. By the way, don't think of this as a review. This is more of I guess a close-up maybe, or just a closer look, a discussion of this set, not a review. So let's get right to it.
So here we are. Please excuse me if this box starts popping in and out of frame at times, because this is just so ginormous. It almost doesn't fit the table. I'm not even sure if it's going to fit on this table when it's built. I think it won't. I don't want to do this video on the floor, but I might have to, so yeah, that's just something I'll have to deal with. Now, this is one of the more interesting boxes that Lego did, because this does open up to reveal all the parts. Now, this is a used set, of course, so all the parts are in little bags. If you try to get this sealed, you'll have to pay at least like $1,000. These go for like 500, anything between 500 and 800 when they're used. Now this one is in very good condition. I am going to sell this because I just don't feel like anything I could do with this set could do it justice. You know, it's just worth too much to be part of my collection, if that makes sense. So I am going to sell this, but I wanted to capture the beauty of this set on camera before I do that. So I'm going to try to lift this up, and we'll just take a closer look at this nice image over here so you can see the whole entire set. Very simple backdrop, and it says here that this is 61 centimeters deep, I guess, and 138 centimeters wide. So a very big set. I think this retailed for about $140 in its time, in its day. But again, is very, very rare right now. Now this runs on the old 9-volt electric system. You need a 9-volt block battery for this. I'm just going to try to, yeah, this is a bit, as you can see, this is damaged. But I'm going to try to sort of lift this up so you can see this. So this just explains how the monorail system works with the knobs, where you can turn it to, you know, make the train go in different directions. This is just another picture of is this actually an alternate model? No, I don't think so, because I remember these old monorail sets had a ton of alternate models, and I think there are some in the instruction manual. Instruction manual, that's what I was going to say. Anyway, let me see. Yeah, so we can see a happy and lucky kid being able to play with his monorail set. This just tells us that we need the battery, and then we just have 3 more pictures of the actual set in action, I guess. Now, we also do have this little image on the bottom, as well as this one, and I'm not sure if there's anything special on the other sides. Oh yes, of course there is. So there's something here. This is actually where you could also open the set, which is pretty interesting to me. Another big image of the whole set. I think this is just the same one being reused. Now it says Legoland over here. This is the only place really where the box is severely damaged. And then, yeah, just the other side mirrored. Now, let's lift up this lid over here to reveal the parts. Now, some of the tracks have obviously moved to another bin, I guess, because these are real bins. You can take these out, which is pretty interesting to me. It just has like, I don't think that's a black, it's like a dark blue interior. And I think this set actually came with more tracks than would be included in the original model. I'd have to check on that. I guess I'll see it when I'm going to build this. Some of these parts are still a bit dirty. Haven't gotten to cleaning all of them. Like this one, this large panel has some serious dirt on it. But that's fine. I can clean that later. Again, I just wanted to sort of capture this on video. Get a feel for the set. This is a very nice, or two very nice stickers. Very well preserved, actually. You can see that somewhat, yeah. So that's good. It's very good. Here we have the actual train already assembled, which is a shame. I would have loved to build this, but I don't think I'm going to take it apart. Again, all the stickers are very well preserved, and I am going to take this out of the bag, of course. This is the motor with the also rare motor cover piece, which only got made in red, I think. Never in any other color. Yeah, just a bunch more pieces. I guess I'm gonna go through all of those later. A few base plates and the instruction booklet. I think I've shown one of my Monorail instruction booklets at some point. I also own the other two Monorails. Yeah, but this is very cool. I just love the old instruction booklets. This shows all the figures that were included in the set. And yeah, just another picture of the set as well. And if we just take a look, it just goes straight to the building stuff. Oh, by the way, if you care about that, this page is just about the battery and how to use it safely. So yeah, this is basically what the building instructions will look like. Typically not very easy to build compared to Lego's modern instructions, because as you can see, they don't show which bricks they are using. They just put bricks somewhere, and it has happened to me several times while building these older sets that I would just, you know, miss like one little brick like in some corner that was placed somewhere. So then you would have to go back. But that's all fine. And then back here, you will also see they show you the main configuration of the tracks, but also a large picture. Don't know if that even fits into yes, it does. A large picture of the whole set once again. And if we turn that around, they also show some alternate configurations for just the tracks. So I guess you can add your little stations. I think there are 2 stations included here to that track, however you would like. So that's all very interesting. Well, I guess it's worth just a little more time to just check out the actual base plates, but those are nothing special, to be honest. I think you must have seen those before. So we get this one, and I'm not even sure if everything that is in here does belong with this set. I'll see that when I build it. Yeah, another base plate. Actually, all in very good condition. This is all crazy to me. I mean, this set is 10 years older than I am, and it just is in great condition. If you just take a look at the minifigures right here, the printing on those is still wonderful, and that's just great to see. This set has been taken care of very, very well. Now, again, I'm going to build this thing, and I'm going to show you all of it in a closer look after that. So I'll see you then. I'm still trying to build the first station actually. But just as a quick side note, something that I found to be very interesting is that this instruction booklet actually shows you where to place your minifigs, which is very similar to the more modern Lego Creator sets, the modular buildings, which just found that to be very interesting. And I also just want to point out, in case I forget later, just how easily structures are built in these old school Lego sets. You know, you just have a few pieces. I mean, really, these are not a lot of pieces, but this is already the whole station. That's just it. And I kind of like that. It is somewhat stable, but I'm gonna continue building now. Of course, I was right. The set is way too big to actually fit on the table. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give you a quick overview, show you what it looks like when it's actually running, explain how the mechanism actually works, and all the while I'm gonna do some very wobbly camera work. Okay, so first of all, this is the larger station. Pretty cool design. I'm gonna take the stations and all the smaller parts to the table for a closer look in just a second. But for now, let me just tell you this. You can open this up at the train, and there is a little button in there, this one. It's a bit hard to see right now. But what that does is basically turn the whole thing on. That's our big wooden clock. Great, thanks for the interruption. No problem, not even sure if you can hear that. Anyway, so you have this knob right here. And basically the motor of the train has these little pegs to the side. I'm gonna show that more in a close-up. But basically you just change the orientation of this. You just turn this around. Oh, I accidentally raised it above the thing, but doesn't want to work right now. Well, that's cool. Yeah, okay. Now it works. So this is one direction it can go in. And if you can see that, I set this to just drive through the whole thing. I'm just gonna let you have a look at the whole loop right now. It's a really nice loop, I think. A lot bigger than the other monorail sets. You know, just in pure size. It has a bit less to do, I guess. But I think this little tunnel section down there, this area, is just very, very satisfying for the train to go through. I'll see if I can get like sort of an interesting angle of that. Yeah, I think that's just very satisfying. Anyway, so I can turn this around and the train will go in the other direction. And then we can also, let's use this one for now, set that for the train to stop. And then the train will do that. Which is cool. And that's really all it does. So that's really the main thing with monorails. They can run on their own. They don't need like a remote or something. They just work and then they do their thing, which is pretty cool, I think. So here we do have the actual train, and this is pretty interesting. It's a very simple design, but I think it still looks pretty neat. Now for the whole mechanism, I'm just gonna detach this. They have these simple couplings, and if you take a look, if you can see that properly, yes you can. There's this little gear, and this gear basically just drags the train along the tracks, and depending on which direction the peg is pushed in, it changes the direction motor is going. So that's pretty cool. Again, just the standard 9-volt electric system from back then. Something to note for this train specifically is, the button is a bit inaccessible, but it sort of works. What is a shame is that you just cannot take out the battery box. So if you want to change out the battery, you basically have to disassemble the whole train. Gotta rip all of this off, because you have to open this little lid down here. I'm not gonna take this apart fully right now, but yeah, that's a bit annoying. The later monorails fixed that issue, but yeah, it is what it is. No, actually not the later ones. I think even one of the earlier from 1987 had a better battery box, but I don't know. It is what it is. Now the cockpit, I guess, can be opened up, the driver's compartment, and there is just very simple space for one figure in there and a rather simplistic control panel, which is mirrored on the other side. So it's just the same with this one. Both have the seating area that you can open up, and with this one it's a lot bigger. I mean, not a lot, there's like one additional seat, but it is bigger. And this part in the back cannot be opened for whatever reason. Not sure if that's supposed to be like a place to store luggage or something. I don't know. But this works pretty well. I guess it sort of makes sense. It looks a bit weird, like in universe, when the whole train opens up. But this is good. Like you can play with this very well. The interior is actually playable, even though there's not a lot of space in there. So that's good. I like that a lot. And again, I think for its simplicity, this is just a very sleek design and very much a classic design in my opinion. So this is great for me to look at. I've always loved monorails, and this was one I thought I would never actually have in my hand. Again, now that I have it, I'm not sure if I should keep it. I think I am going to sell it, because I'm going to build my own monorail for my city anyway, and this is just worth too much, I just cannot do this set justice. If I really needed it, I would say, yeah, I'd keep it, but this really, I don't know, it's just a bit too expensive for my taste. So, that's that. Let's look at the first station. Here we have the first station that you assemble. It's the smaller one of the two, and as you can see, it's a very simple design. Basically the whole station is just this platform and the two large panel pieces, but I like it. I think it looks cool. What I think is really cool is that this thing resembles the actual monorail logo. If you take a look at this little sticker, that is the old school monorail logo. And so, this is just resembling that, which I think looks pretty cool. That's nice. Small little touch. I just put the train in there for the time being, because I think it looks kind of cool. It does look a bit empty when there's no train inside, and you can also see that the train lines up directly with the platform, which is something I'm not sure I like too much. I think, it looks good, obviously, but I don't know. I think it's also a bit weird. I don't know how to explain that, to be honest. Now, again, this is all very simple. Just two little seats here. This would be a nice place, if you had some nice street plates. This would be a cool play feature to have like taxis and buses and all that line up right here. That's cool. There's a little phone station, I guess, which is like a phone box, which is cool. Very simple design, just a very simple print right here. If you can see that, yes you can. And also very wobbly, you know, you can easily knock that over and play. These lamps are a nice touch, I think. They do add a little bit to the actual scene. Now taking a bit of a closer look, you can see there's this little thing to put in your tickets, and I guess that's a ticket, I don't know for sure, but this just slides right in, which is kind of cool. I like that. And then there's just another seat right here, one of those on either side, as well as for the ticket stamp thingy or scanner. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be really. And then there's just, you know, 2 boxes for luggage, which I think is a bit weird, because this isn't like, I mean, this is called the airport shuttle, so it kind of makes sense, but I don't know, I think it's a bit strange. Now there are 3 little stickers I would like to show you. First of all, we have this one, and this one goes over 3 separate pieces. You can see right here, those are separate pieces, so that's interesting. Has a sticker on both sides. And then there are little stickers inside of these panels. Now these panels are a bit dirty, I have to say. I didn't get to cleaning them before actually filming, but well, I just broke off the entire train section, which is actually beneficial for what I'm trying to do here, because I am trying to give you a good look at those stickers. So this is the first one. I guess just like a plan of the airport with the airport shuttle tracks being visible. And then there's this, which just has like flight numbers. Pretty interesting. And now that the actual rail came off, you can also get a nice look at the station without the train in it. So that's basically what the platform looks from the other side. Nothing too special. And as you can see, the whole plate section with the tracks is only held by these 2 bricks down here. And now this is just its own separate assembly, which has these little, you know, lights right here. I'm just going to take one off. So that's sort of a neat design. But again, nothing too special. I should add that there are also these little things right here that just, you can see that as well over here, that just guide the train along. That's also why the station has like a wedge in this place, just, you know, to line up the train with the actual platform, which makes sense. But again, I feel it's a bit weird to just have the train almost connect to the platform. I think that looks a bit strange. But it's probably the best decision with a train that is only 4 studs wide. And here we do have the second platform, the larger one, which personally I find to be hugely inspiring. I know it's a very simple design, but I don't know, I think there's just something really cool about this whole layout, like having the large section on top, and then this sort of tunnel thing, I guess, down here where the monorail can go through, and then those little lights down here. I think that all looks nice. I think that's a great basis. If you were to, I guess, modernize this a little, I think that would look absolutely amazing, you know. So that is really cool. Again, a very simple design, just like the other station. You have some trees here for a change, which are growing out of concrete for some reason. And then if we take a closer look, you can see another one of these ticket scanners, and a little, I guess, like a burger kiosk thingy, which is cool, looks nice. it has these brick-built burgers, which I found to be very interesting, to say the least. Yeah, then there's this stairway over here. And I must say, I hate this design for the stairs. I know Lego does this sort of regularly, where the stairs are always like one brick high, and no figure could realistically walk up there. If we just take one over here, I mean, look at that. That's just so strange. Like the steps are always almost like half their body height, which, yeah, I basically use the same design. Lego has these pre-made stairs right now, and I also use those in my city. But yeah, I also think that looks strange. I think it's just a bit weird, but they can get away with this in 1990. They just can. Lego sets were just a lot more simple in those days. And to be honest, I think more imaginative in some ways. Because, I don't know, I think this set especially just has this inherent playfulness to it, which I really, really like. Taking a closer look at the back, you can see the same stickers from before are in here. And then there's just, again, two seats for passengers who might be waiting on their train. Same deal with the lights here and the whole mechanism for the monorail itself. This is more stable than I had imagined. It was a bit wobbly while building it, but the connection to the actual staircase over here really makes this more solid, even though everything's a bit wobbly. Another sticker over here. Again, these are several pieces that have been sticked together. But yeah, that's all pretty cool. Trying to think of anything else I should show you. No, I think that's about it. But really, I think this looks cool. This is hugely inspiring. If you were to translate this to a more modern, maybe mock setting, this could look very, very cool. And I think Jangbricks was inspired for his train station by this design, which I think looked great. I think his way of modernizing that looked awesome. Yeah, just awesome as well. I'll link to that in the video description down below if you want to take a look at that. Yeah, that's basically it. And I figured it would be cool to have like a minifig perspective view of all this, because this does look quite interesting, especially with the lights up there. I think that's pretty cool, very well made, definitely for its time. I think that's sort of a novel idea, and you know, these break off kind of easily, but that's fine for me, to be honest. Now there's the little burger stand and the extremely steep staircase, which is yeah, a bit weird, but oh well. Now it is a bit hard to fit those figures inside of there. You know, really, human hands are not supposed to fit under there, but it kind of works. So yeah, that's all cool. And last but not least, I think we should take a look at these amazingly well detailed minifigures. So here we have black hair guy. Yeah, incredible printing. Very cool. Here we have red hair human. I'm not actually sure if this is supposed to be a man or a woman, or like a non-binary thing. Yeah, but he, she, it has a ticket, I guess, or like a chip card or whatever, and a brown suitcase. And again, really, really great printing all around. Yeah. Anyway, this is another human. I don't know what its job is, but it exists. This right here seems to be a fan of planes, because he has a plane on his shirt. Yeah. Here we have the cook, or the kiosk owner, I guess, who is a bit well dressed for his, for his sort of type of, it's not even a restaurant, it's like, yeah, nothing more than just a burger stand, so I think he's a bit overdressed. But, I mean, I'm not judging him. I like to go to McDonald's in suits as well. Now this is someone who likes whatever that is supposed to be. I don't think it's supposed to be a car. It looks sort of strange. Maybe like a pickup, which I guess would be a car as well. But I don't know, even for a pickup, I think it looks bizarre. Anyway, I think this is supposed to be a guy. This guy also has a nice ticket. Now this one seems to be someone who works at the actual airport, which is cool. He also needs a ticket for some reason. Now this is the train driver with just a plain blue suit, a light blue shirt underneath, and a blue leg piece, arm piece, and a nice red hat. Now this, I think, is supposed to be a woman, again with the red hair, which is just the normal red, like this is actually the same color as the train. Also has a ticket, and again, just some extremely crisp and stark printing. Looks amazing. I just wish Lego would do printing like this in these days as well. I think printing of this quality would look great on modern Lego Star Wars figures and such. But oh well, one can always dream. We also get 2 extra tickets. Lego was very generous with their piece count back in the day. I just dropped one. I guess I'm out of luck. Okay, my friends, this is it. This concludes my very long and very close look at this wonderful set. I hope you sort of found some enjoyment or learned something along the way. Again, I'm very happy to have been able to take a look at this wonderful set. I think it's great. I should have kept that running. Yeah. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing if you're new, or you could tell me in the comments that you somewhat appreciated this, because then I might actually motivate myself to like getting like a upload schedule ready. But anyway, that's that. I'm going to be selling this now. I guess no, I'm going to be cleaning this now, and then I'm going to be selling it. If any one of you is interested and would like to do a trade, I would trade this for a Mercedes Maybach 560. So if you are interested in that, please hit me up. Otherwise, again, like and subscribe, or give me a dislike if you want to be partially responsible for my manic depression. And yeah, hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time, whenever that will be.